Dan, that's right. I spoke to a nurse educator, Heather McAllister, here at Huntsville Hospital. She says to be a nurse, it takes compassion, whether there's a pandemic or not. Just a few weeks ago, many of them thought this pandemic was coming to an end.
January 21st, 2020, the CDC confirmed the first COVID-19 case in the United States. 570 days have passed, but for nurses, it feels like day one all over again.
It's hit the nurses harder this time just because it's happened again, and we had a little bit of that hope that things were getting better.
As numbers spike, Huntsville Hospital beds are filling up.
I think there was definitely a celebration when we went to 15 patients, in a week, total for the entire hospital. And we're like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. Like we're finally getting somewhere. This is almost, I hate to say it, we're hitting that normal point. We're going to see this like we do the flu, and we've kind of leveled out. And then when the numbers started going up, we're like, oh goodness, here we go, and now they've just, continued to go up.
It's not just the physical demands of this job, it's also the mental exhaustion. But the goal of saving COVID-19 victims remains the focus of nurses like McAllister.
We care so much. These patients, I wish that they would understand, the families, we think about them so much even after they leave.
The virus is unmatched.
COVID patients present like no other patient population, no other disease process that we've seen before. And I think it's hard for people to wrap their minds around.
But there's a difference between now and January 2020. We have vaccines.
I think it's something that I'm grateful that it's available. I'm grateful that I have that protection, and I definitely think it's something that people need to really consider, especially given what's going on now.
Through it all, McAllister remains in this fight, surrounded by heroes.
Huntsville Hospital started publishing its number of unvaccinated patients versus vaccinated patients. Over the last several days, over 85% of inpatients are unvaccinated. Reporting live in Huntsville, Olivia Schuler, Wave 31 News.